to do before I start giving you guys specific exercises and things to do in order to make yourself better on the bike, I'm going to give you a way to give yourself a personal analysis to find out where you're at physically. As I've said before, the best thing that you can do as a BMX racer is ride your bike. Go out and ride your bike, work on your skills, work on practice, do all the things that you can do on your bike to get your skills better. That's just the bottom line. It's the best thing you can do as a BMX racer, as a BMX athlete, is to do your sport. With that said, it's very important to understand the component of strength. Strength is the backbone of any sporting program that requires explosive power and speed. All right, it doesn't matter. BMX training there's no difference in BMX training than what the requirements are for a track sprinter. We're working with physics and human anatomy. Yeah, we've all got the same bones, we got the same muscles, and we have to basically follow the same laws of physics. So the athlete off the bike is the athlete off the bike. What you need to understand is how important strength is to your performance. The thing about it is if you take all things and make them even, if you take two riders in an example of BMX, take two riders that are of equal skill. Both of the guys can ride, and they're smooth, they make no mistakes, good gaits, everything's on point. The rider who is more powerful, stronger and more powerful, he's going to win most times. All things even. Now, no mistakes made, everybody gets a perfect lap. The guy who's stronger and more powerful is gonna win every time, okay? Moving your body from a dead stop to acceleration requires a tremendous amount of explosive strength. Explosive strength comes from having a foundation of strength. You have to remember that the formula for power is force times speed equals power. So that means your strength, how much your maximum strength is, times the speed at which you can exert that strength, and that equals your power. All right, what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna give you a couple examples and show you the difference between having raw strength, just raw gym numbers, raw squat numbers, and then being able to express that strength with rate of force development, which is how much of that raw 1 rep max type strength that you can use in a very, very short period of time. There's two ways that you increase power for a sport, okay? You increase the force and the rate of force. If you increase both of these, you're gonna improve as an athlete exponentially. How much force you're able to output in a small amount of time is gonna dictate your performance, okay? That is pivotal. What I want you to understand is not everybody is the same. We're not all gonna move the same. We're not all gonna display our strength the same. What I'm gonna give you today is a basic scale that you can look at and find out where you're at. Generally, athletes are gonna fall into one of three categories. Either you're totally deconditioned, skills are, at a bare minimum, and those athletes have to have a real balanced diet of training. A lot of track time, not so much strength. These athletes really kind of need to, unless they're really weak or really out of shape, not so much strength work. If your skills are below par, work on your skills. Then you've got athletes who can ride really fast, really smooth, good gaits, but they get pulled. These guys they're faster than they are strong. If these guys train in a more strength training oriented, instead of doing things that they're already good at, like being explosive, then they will get faster. The guys who are super strong and can squat 500, 600 pounds, but get pulled out of the gate, the problem here is they're stronger than they are fast. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna give you guys some examples and show you how these numbers correlate and give you an example of where you need to be in order to optimize your training, and we'll go from there.
Here we're going to compare two athletes, athlete A and athlete B. Both of our athletes are 170 in body weight. Max force represents the maximum strength regardless of time. In this example, we're going to use a squat. Athlete A can squat 300 pounds while athlete B can squat 200 pounds. 0.2 seconds is the average time the foot stays on the ground during the acceleration portion of a sprint race. So we're going to use that variable here. Basically, that means is how much of the max force, how much max strength you can use really fast. In this example, athlete A can only generate 150 pounds of force of the 300 pounds that he's able to squat. Athlete B can use 175 pounds of the 200 pounds that he's able to generate. When all skills are equal, athlete B will generally smoke athlete A in a race. Athlete A needs to work on his speed, his explosive strength, in order to get faster, while athlete B simply needs to get stronger and maintain his rate of force development in order to continue to make progress. The following is an example of a weak athlete. At a body weight of 150 pounds, this athlete is only able to generate 100 pounds maximum force in a squat. Although he's able to use 95% of that strength when asked to do so quickly, he doesn't have a strong enough foundation. He doesn't have enough strength in order to make anything substantial happen. In order for this athlete to take advantage of his extremely high ability to be explosive, he needs to drive up his strength numbers in order to become a more productive, better, faster athlete. Our final example would be our ideal athlete. This athlete at a body weight of 175 is able to generate 400 pounds maximum force in a squat. In 0.2 seconds, this athlete is able to generate 325 pounds of that 400 pounds in 0.2 seconds. That means that they're not only strong, they're able to recruit a lot of that strength in a very short period of time. This is the key to athleticism, having the strength and be able to turn that strength on. As you can see, there are several different ways that strength can be displayed and expressed. The take-home point is this. The key to getting your training right is understanding where you fall in the scale. Some guys are going to be faster than they are strong. Some are going to be stronger than they are fast. In the next installment of this series, I'm going to give you guys some real simple testing exercises that you can do to find out where you fall in the scale. I'll also be providing you with some simple templates that will address the needs of both of these athletes on my blog. Check the blog out. I'll keep updating it, and on these things, these are going to be basic templates. This is not an end-all be-all, but it is going to cover every base that you need to cover to address your specific needs as an athlete.